So I'm back on the bike. It's been 3 weeks since I put this big old hole in my elbow. It's pretty much healed up. I just got a little hole where the chunk of skin is actually missing. Everything else is good. It feels great. I can hit it, tap on it. I wouldn't want to crash on it because it's still really bruised underneath, but feels really good. I've been running the elbow pads, which I'll address in another video. But these shoes, these 510s, so happy with them. So they're the 510 Impact Pro, new for this year. I've come from the 510 Freerider Pro, so the main differences between this and that: stiffer sole. These ones have got a stiffer sole, and they've also got a thicker sole. So you feel, the first ride, you feel like you're higher on the bike. It took me maybe a run, maybe half a run to adapt to that. It really wasn't anything. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of an adaptation period, but I was straight into it, and they feel really good. They feel really, really firm and planted on the pedals. The only downside of a shoe that's this good is once you're on that pedal, wherever you put your foot is where it's staying. It's actually got, I'll come up and show you. We've actually got grooves. So it's got the normal dotty, regular 510 dotty, but it's also got these smaller protrusions that are, maybe 1/5 of the size of the bigger dots. And with all those smaller protrusions, your pedal actually locks into place. It doesn't just lock in how the old ones do, where it's more relying on the rubber and the grip. It's actually got ledges that your pins lock into, and it makes it super secure and super firm. It feels like I'm clipped in. But if you slip a foot or bang a foot off a rock or something, or blow a foot off or take a foot off, putting it back on, you've got to know exactly where you're putting it. If you don't put your foot, untangle this beast. These things are prickly. Ooh, no. Anyway, if you don't put your foot exactly where you want it, it's going to be stuck there for next time you can unweight that foot again. So you've got to get used to being able to put your foot exactly where you want. With the other 510s, the Freeriders, you can kind of just unweight a little bit and slide, put the weight on your toes or put the weight on your heels and slide around a little bit to find your spot. These, once you're on, you can't do anything about it. So the grip's phenomenal. The cushioning is phenomenal. They feel much more robust, obviously, because they're a bigger shoe. I haven't hit them into anything, so I don't know how good the toe protection is, but it feels excellent. I know there's a lot of protection there. The shoelaces are great, which is no big deal anyway. The shoelaces are good, they don't come undone. They used to come out with round tubular shoelaces, and they'd always come undone. But now they only come out with the flat shoelaces, so they're super secure. They feel great. They're a little bit heavier, but I've worn them for 2 days now. I'm here at Bright in Victoria. I did shuttles all day yesterday at Mount Beauty. That was really rowdy and rough. This is really rowdy and rough as well, and steep. And they're excellent. Keeping my foot on the pedals. Had a couple of little moments, but not because of the shoes, obviously, but they feel excellent. They feel absolutely, they're the best 510s I've ever ridden on, for sure, 100%. So that's my thoughts on that. The bike's going really well. Just got my forks serviced, so I'll do a video addressing what was done there and how they feel and whatnot. Rear shock feels great. Maybe not so much that last run, it was a little bit chattery, so we'll just see how that goes. But overall, this hill, I've ridden all the tracks here, or all the rowdy tracks. So we rode Mystic DH, World Cup, the Enduro track, Hero track, or Hero, whatever it's called. And this thing loves it, it's so good. So the Remedy's excellent, and the 510s are excellent. Super happy with them.